What's going on, guys? Welcome. Oh, Crassus is not my iPhone. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Crassus Gaming. This is gonna be the last video I release before Christmas. I will then be going on a little bit of a hiatus or Christmas break. Personally, for me, Christmas is quite special for me and my family. I don't really want to have to be, well, not have to be, but you know what I mean. I want to take a break because I've wanted to take a break for a while. Christmas seems like a good opportunity, so I'm going to take a break from now until further notice. If you follow my Twitter, I will keep you guys updated on when I'll be back. It won't be long. It will probably be just before the new year. And in the new year, I've got lots of changes coming to the channel. Please make sure you're there for that. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description to keep up to date with what's happening with the channel. I'll be doing a channel update video soon as well to go over little bits as well. But that's not what we're here for today. Let's get into the notes. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of the video. Something very different, not gaming related. If anyone's noticed, I am steering away from gaming related content a little bit. I'm just trying to broaden the spectrum of what my channel's about, a bit more variety, but I'll go into that more into the new year. Now, if anyone's watched my original FIFA series, which is quite old now, but I'll leave another link in the description if you guys want to check that out. It's the only FIFA series I've done. But if you have watched it, you will know I'm a Chelsea fan. Alright, calm down the booze. It's fine. I'm sorry. Hands up, I'm sorry. Chelsea is not a beloved club, I will admit. But for me personally, I love the game. I fell in love with the club at an early age. What can I say? I'm a Chelsea fan, true blue. There have been some things that have been concerning me lately. I watch the George Benson football channel. Shout out to him. And I watch Football Therapy as well. Shout out to them. Brilliant channels, very informative. I love them. If you're a Chelsea fan, you do want to go check them out. Again, I'll leave links in the description. Why not? Plenty of links today, isn't there? I'm worried for Lampard. I love the man completely. I loved him as a player. I like him as a manager. I think the signings we brought in the summer were brilliant, and I was very, very, very excited. And now things have started to hit a bit of a rough patch. And I think that's all this is. I will stress that. I think we're just in a bit of a rough patch. But 2 losses on the bounce. When the title race is so close, the table is so close with their points. Man United overtook us last night with their win over Sheffield United 3-2. To be honest, I expected them to win that match, but fair play Sheffield United. They gave them a game. But I am worried. If wins don't start coming in soon, we could fall so far behind that we won't be able to catch up. Now, again, the points are still very close, but we need to start getting these wins in the bag, and we need to start playing better. The last 3 games I've watched us play, and I've tried to watch every match possible. I think I've missed a couple due to work, but I've watched the majority of Chelsea this season, and I've been very impressed at times. But the last 3 games, Krasnodar, Everton, Wolverhampton, I've not been impressed. The Krasnodar game, I can kind of give the team a bit of a pass. It was our last Champions League group stage match. There's nothing to play for. We'd already won. We'd already topped the group, but now we've got Atletico Madrid, but that's a thing for another day. I can kind of give them a pass on how they played. There wasn't anything on the line, so they didn't have to go out there and destroy Krasnodar. But at the same time, some fringe players were playing who haven't really been weren't in the squad at the time, and they needed to prove themselves. And I don't think anyone really did in that match. There was no flair. There was no get up and go. No one really wanted to be there, to be honest. That's the feeling I got anyway. But I'll move on from the Krasnodar game. I'll focus strictly on the Premier League. Everton. What in God's name happened at Everton? I mean, yes, we hit the bar. We hit the post a couple of times. But we just didn't seem to be able to get into it. We didn't seem to have that fluidity. It was just so dull to watch at times. It just wasn't there. And it only struck that home for me when I watched the Wolverhampton match. First half, it was dull as dishwater. What was happening? What were we doing? We would just keep trying to cross the ball in, which none of them were making their target. It's a recurring theme, which I saw last season. That's why we brought in players like Havertz, like Werner, to get those in. And when the Germans are off form, which they are quite badly at the moment, these things are going to happen. We are going to miss opportunities. But that's when the rest of the players have to step up. Apart from Kante and Mount occasionally, I guess, I didn't really see it against Wolves. I saw no fight. I'm just sitting there watching it, screaming at my TV. Run at the defenders. Run at them. If Pulisic ran at the defenders more, if Werner ran at defenders more, which to be fair to him, he is playing out of position, but it's not the point. We keep trying to cross it in. That's what we kept trying to do in that match. It obviously wasn't working. There was no plan B. It worried me. The reason I'm worried for Lampard, though, specifically, is because, like I've mentioned, there was no plan B. There doesn't seem to be a plan B. If plan A doesn't work, let's keep going with plan A. And I don't get it. I don't. What? Change the formation, Lampard. It obviously isn't working anymore. Or at least it didn't work for those last 2 games. But you need to change the system. Now, I know we've got a few injuries to wingers, so we have to accommodate for that. I understand that. But shouldn't that reinforce the need for a formation shift? With a tactical switch? I don't know. I don't see a problem with that. Werner and Havertz have not been firing on all cylinders. They've actually been firing on no cylinders recently, especially Havertz. I'm going to give him a little bit of leeway, be a little bit less critical. He has just recently recovered from the coronavirus. We don't know the long-term effects even. He could still be a bit puffed out from having to deal with that. So I'll give him a little bit of a leeway, but he's got to start picking it up soon. He's got to do something. Anything, because he's been invisible the last few matches. If you go to a back 3 with Aspi, put James in a right mid position, it could work. If you have Chilwell on the left mid position, again, it could work. You have the players to shift things around. You talk about somehow versatile a lot of them are. So take advantage of that and do it. If we don't start picking up points, I'm very worried for Lampard's future at Chelsea. We know how quick Chelsea can be to fire their managers. We know how quick the fan base can turn on their managers. Luckily for Lampard, he's got that legendary status at the club. And he's so, so beloved. By me, personally as well. I've literally got his shirt on the wall hung up. I want him to succeed just as much as I think every real Chelsea fan out there. But he does need to buck up his ideas. He does need to try and be a bit more versatile with his tactics, I think. Because in reality, I think if we do that change, that's the only thing really holding us back a little bit. Maybe some players are fatigued, maybe some players are tired, but that's where the big squad comes into it. Rotate. I love Lampard. I want him to succeed, but I'm very, very worried for him if results don't start picking up soon. We need to beat West Ham on Monday. I think they're 1 point below us in the table. Yeah, I'm going to watch that game, but I'm not feeling as confident as I have been in recent weeks. And I'm not looking forward to watching it, to be honest. I am going to watch it. I'm going to cheer the Blues on. I'm going to be strong and I'm going to get through it. The same as every Chelsea fan out there. But I think we're all going to be a little bit nervous. So come on, you Blues. Come on, Lampard. Let's get on it. Let's do it.